Hey Capricorn, happy birthday. Hope that you're very well. Happy New Year too. My name's Amber. Welcome to the Symbols for Living YouTube channel, where I do monthly readings for all the signs. Sorry that this one is a bit late. Unfortunately, there was constraints on my time that I can avoid, but I have come to you as soon as I can. And yeah, this is a reading, a love reading that looks at the past, present, and future, and also the wants and needs of your partner and how they feel. There'll also be some cards pulled to look at the spiritual aspects of the relationship using the Mirror Love Oracle deck. And then I'll also be using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck to pull 3 cards that will give you some spiritual insight, which will be more advice and empower you more with more knowledge to help you in your current situation. So yeah, it's quite a thorough reading. I will warn you now, it usually takes about 40 minutes, so you may as well get a cup of tea, coffee, or whatever you do to chill and enjoy the video. Yeah, this is also for your Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and also your descendant sign. So a lot of people don't know or aren't too sure about their descendant. Just a quick explanation is that it's the opposite to your ascendant. So your ascendant rules your first house, which is like you and your kind of identity, lots to do with your ego and who you think you are. And then there's like the 7th house, which is the opposite, which is all about other people in your life and your relationships. And how the roles you play in other people's lives kind of thing, and how they play in yours. Relationships, marriages, business arrangements, partnerships, any sort of partnership is represented by your 7th house, and often marriage is as well. And often with like long-term couples, the 7th house is often populated with some significant planets like Venus or the moon. So the 7th house really indicates a lot when it comes to your relationships. So if you are a Cancerian rising, your 7th house will be ruled by Capricorn, and this video may be helpful for you. So otherwise I'll go ahead and get started. That's 2 minutes of me rambling, sorry guys. All right, so at the center of the reading we have got the Lovers card, which is fantastic, but it is in reverse. And we do have the Ace of Cups as well to clarify that. So yeah, this looks really, really positive. Your partner obviously feels very enamored by you. They may feel like with the Lovers card reversed, they've got a really difficult choice to make, or there is a difficulty in them making a choice, or they may feel like they are completely unable to make a choice when it comes to you, possibly because of a third party, quite possibly that could be the case, or it could just be that they've got other commitments elsewhere and they're not able to make a commitment to you. Or it could mean, in the more positive sense, especially because we do have the Ace of Cups to clarify it, it could be that this person is totally made up, totally decided, and is no longer in this state of having to make a decision. And you know, at that point of decision, this person may have already made their decision, and they feel there's no going back, possibly as well. We do also have the Devil card for their wants. These 2 cards are in fact sister cards in the deck. You can probably see through the imagery they're actually the same. Just with the Lovers card, we've got a very lovely, you know, red-winged angel, and in the Devil card we've got this kind of like monstrous looking being that looks quite devilish really. But yeah, so there's definitely a strong bond when it comes to you from this person. This person could be a Capricorn, Gemini, possibly, that you're seeing. But they definitely feel very bonded to you. They want this to last. They want it. They don't want it to break. They want to be bonded to you. They don't want any more indecision. This could be that they're tired of the indecision, the not knowing, the things always being up in the air, and maybe no commitment. And it's because they really, really do care about you, I think. Or love is definitely on their mind. Either way, they do want a genuine, loving relationship. Most likely, you know, as this reading is about you and them with you. But, you know, if we were to say, generally speaking, in terms of your partner's energy, they're very much decided on the fact that they are not going to settle, I don't think, for anything other than true love. With the Lovers card and the Ace of Cups and the Devil card, they want something really committed and maybe even magical, like, you know, the real love experience, I guess. And then we've got the Seven of Swords for how you currently feel. So you may not feel like you want to give an answer to this person. You could be avoiding this person. This person could be waiting on you to make some sort of decision. You may not be wanting to make a decision here with the Seven of Swords. You may rather just say what you need to say to get by, you know, admit certain truths. Just kind of leave enough for this person to kind of stay interested or to give you more time to make a decision. But it looks like here with the Seven of Swords, you still maybe have a lot to think about. And there's things that you're certainly not saying to this person. There's almost like there's no action really being taken by you at this stage. This could also be a secret. You could be feeling, especially with the with the Lovers card in reverse, it could be that this is a third party situation and that you are the third party possibly, and maybe you know it, you know, and maybe you're quite happy with it being quite light-hearted Seven of Swords energy where it's not doesn't become a committed relationship. Maybe right now you're happy with that, maybe because you just don't feel like this person is up to your standards. We do have the King and Queen of Swords under the deck as well. So this person seems to be a soulmate. They seem to be a soulmate. And sorry, there is something to do with decisions, truth, talking the truth here as well. But what I was going to say, what was I going to say? Something about decisions. I mean, you could be, with these two energies here, your decisions may not be based in your heart space. You know, you could be thinking of it very logically, like what's the best strategy to get what I want in a situation. Maybe not in like a very selfish way, as in get what I want, but in terms of making the relationship go in the direction that you want it to. And that could be maybe being more lighthearted, more less emotional, more of a friendship, like more of kind of meeting of the minds, a mental kind of connection, good communication, you know, that kind of friendship energy rather than that romantic, oh, I love you and let's go to Paris for the weekend and all of that kind of stuff. It's like, I don't think you're really in that space right now. You're trying to avoid it. It could be that your partner is really trying to kind of push things in that direction with the Lovers card and the Ace of Cups. It could be that they want to make a commitment to you, but they can't make a commitment because you're not in the space of wanting to receive that maybe at the moment, because you may have things to do, places to go, you know, agendas, you know, you've got things going on, you've got things that you're focused on, that you're doing. You seem to be very like you have a plan of your own, like you're doing your thing, like you're not really, like you really are the leader right now in terms of what you're doing with your time, and you're not really gonna compromise that because of you know, any sort of love offer maybe. I mean, you could really care about this person, but you're just not in an emotional place right now, I don't think. Or maybe you don't trust them, you know, it could be that. And with it being upright, it's saying that you probably are right not to. And even if you're not, you know, it's not about them trusting or you trusting them, and more about them trusting you. It looks like you're in your upright here, so you should be taking your sweet time and doing things in your own time, in your own way. And you know, it's not saying here that what you're doing is bad. You know, you do need to maybe take this time to follow your own lead, and only invest your heart when you know that it's the right time to. But right now, I don't think you feel it's the right time to really kind of open up all of your feelings to this person. And it could be because you don't trust them for whatever reason. Yeah, you could just be quite suspicious, maybe just generally. I think Capricorns as well. I've got a Capricorn moon. My brother's a Capricorn. My grandma's a Capricorn. Sometimes we can be quite skeptical and not really be all about this whole love thing. You know, it's more about what's actually practical, what's actually going to work. You know, we're thinking more long term. So it could be that you're just being very practical and strategic about this rather than following your heart, like I said, and, you know, going about things in that way. So in the near past, we do have the Fool card in reverse for your partner and the Three of Cups in reverse. Sorry, don't mind my nails. I'm going to treat myself to a visit to the nail shop tomorrow. But yeah, we've got the Fool's card in reverse for your partner and the Three of Cups. So there was maybe no bonding. Again, like your partner may have wanted to take a leap of faith, but then, you know, maybe didn't feel that bond with you, didn't get to experience that bond with you. They could feel like they're missing out on that bond with you, that they would like a new start. In the past, they might have wanted a new start. It could also be that they were too afraid to make a new start. They didn't take a leap of faith. They didn't want to be foolish. And so that might have resulted in this kind of feeling of being disconnected from each other, especially emotionally. So your partner in the past could have been avoiding an emotional connection as well, because of other people that they were seeing or that they thought that you were seeing. But there being other people involved may have resulted in your partner not taking a leap of faith, not wanting to look like a fool as well. But it looks like currently they really have fallen for you, even if there is some sort of holding back. There's an obstacle to their commitment. And I have to say, you know, much you might not want to see it. You might not want to be with this person, or you want to take your time. You know, you guys are soulmates, and we do have the Lovers card and the Devil card here as well. So this is a meaningful connection. You are meant to be together at this time, or be in each other's lives. How it will work out, I don't know, but there is something significant here for you to learn in this relationship. I think it will come a lot with the communication that you have with this person. You may learn a lot. You know, you may find that you and this person can really work well together as well. And there is a real meeting of minds. And maybe this person, yeah, there'll just be a meeting of minds, I think, with you and this person. You may feel like you're really on the same page. And you maybe feel like you can start a family with this person. At some point, you may feel that way. We do have the Death card in reverse underneath as well, which talks about major changes. It may be blocked. You know, there is some sort of transformation. We've then got the Five of Swords underneath that as well. We had the King of Swords pop out on our shuffling as well, which is underneath that. So there's some sort of transformation that may be needed here. Maybe it could be a letting go of kind of always feeling like you're on your own, always having to feel like really defensive. And you have you here as well, in terms of what you want, is the Nine of Wands, which is a very similar energy to the Five of Swords in terms of being defensive, not trusting, wanting to be on your own, or kind of feeling like you're on your own. So the Nine of Wands is more about wanting to be on your own, but this Five of Swords is like feeling like you just are on your own, and you have to fight for everything that you have, even if it means, you know, having to, you know, even if it means stepping on people to get to the top, or those kind of things. Really feeling like you have no other choice sometimes, I think, with this card, but to be completely ruthless and just think of yourself. And with the Death card here, that just comes before it in reverse, it's saying that this may need to be transformed. A transformation is required here. You may need to really look at some of your belief systems around trust, around your suspicions when it comes to relationships or this particular person or partners, you know, in general, and really look to see and understand that really, you know, if you're in a relationship with somebody or want an actual genuine relationship, that it can't be done with you holding back kind of thing, because you know, it's all about getting involved, isn't it? So you can't, it's like there's no I in team. It's that kind of thing. It's like, yes, of course, we must always look after ourselves, yes, but we also have to let other people in as well. And I think that's what you're being asked to do here. there's been, you know, you've definitely held on to these beliefs for a long time. They've served you so well. And with the Death card here, because of these quite prominent figures here that are about to be trampled on, we've already got a king, or I think some sort of king with his crown falling down. Very important, you know, prominent, long-standing beliefs that have served you very well, that have bringing you a lot of stability. Now it looks as if there's, you know, fresh blood here, you know, with the kids, the children. There's like a new energy that is to be brought in. And, you know, there is a new beginning here for you as well with the Death card. There's always a new beginning. Something may be ending, but there's always something new that comes from that. And I think there's a new opportunity being offered to you, but you're avoiding it. You don't want this change. I think because it's such a risk for you, you feel so like it was such an emotional risk. So maybe for you right now, what would really work is if you were to be communicating with this person, really understanding them, really figuring out where you are, you know, in terms of what you want in the relationship, and being quite strong in that knowing and understanding. So when you are in communication with this person, you know exactly what you want. If the conversation steers this way, you know you need to go that way because you want to talk about these particular things. These things are important to you, etc., etc. You don't kind of get led, which sometimes happens, you know, when you're caught up in the whole love energy. So luckily for you, you haven't really got that kind of going on. You're able to kind of be quite grounded and make logical choices. And I think just through good communication, you're going to find a lot of progress, I think, there. But you may need to learn to trust. Ultimately, that's really the overall message. So, and that first of all means trusting yourself more than anything. You know, if you know you can get through anything, then you're more likely to take more risks. So really, it's about, when we say we don't trust others, really what we're saying is we don't trust ourselves and how we're going to manage to get through, maybe being let down or whatever. So it is about building your own inner kind of resolve, I think. It's my little 2 pence. So then we've got the Page of Swords for how you felt in the past. Again, there's this energy of suspicion, lots of questions for this person, wanting to know who they are, what they are, where they're going. You may have, you know, throw my earrings away. That always happens, and I just don't know how that happens. Like, that is the weirdest thing. I don't touch it, but somehow it lifts up out of my ear and drops out. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like you had a lot of suspicions. Again, it's in the upright, you rightly so. So it's like Spirit is saying to you, you know what, how you feel and being suspicious, that's fine. You know, you're not supposed to trust people straight away anyway. And I think Spirit is saying to you, that's fine. Don't worry so much about that. That's cool. But at the same time, you know, there has to be a point where you do actually start to recognize a good offer when it's offered to you and not completely throw it away because of this suspicion. And it's just, you know, I think Spirit's just saying, you know, no, it's a good thing when you see it as well. Don't bag everything in the same kind of bin, you know. So yeah, had lots of questions in the past, lots of good communication with this person. I think you are keeping it light by keeping all of this communication going, by just talking and talking and talking and talking, but not actually you're trying to build the friendship, I think, but this person's really sold on you. Okay, so then we've got the 9 of Pentacles for what your partner needs, along with the 4 of Cups in reverse. So your partner could need, with the 9 of Pentacles, I want to say that like they need to be on their own, but they do need to recognize their own worth, I think, in this situation. Because the offer that they're giving out to you obviously is not being received by you at the moment. They need to learn to kind of be on their own and love their own company. So this person may have a bit of an issue with loving their own company and being on their own. So if this was a third party situation, then we can easily say this person likes maybe has many partners or love affairs, because they really don't like to be on their own that much. They don't like the feeling of being rejected. And, you know, I guess if this is for a cross watcher, ultimately Spirit is saying that yeah, you need to learn to be on your own. And yeah, if you don't do that, one, you could end up feeling more worse, because you keep pursuing someone who keeps rejecting you. And you may also find as well the reason why you're pursuing this person is because as well, you're really just don't like to be on your own. You get quite bored. Sorry, this is for the cross watcher. This is the partner, your partner's current kind of situation. And this is also energy that you may not know about this person. It may not be apparent to you as well, Capricorn, that your partner actually is in this kind of energy. There could be like a missed opportunity. They don't want to miss this opportunity as well. But for the cross watcher, for your person, how they actually, what they actually need, they need to learn to be on their own, otherwise they could miss the opportunity. Yeah, sorry. So we've got the Five of Wands in reverse for what you need. So you need to stop the inner conflict. This could also be wanting to take control of situations. Also talks about competition, and general kind of chaos, and possibly even arguments. With it being in the reverse, it's obviously asking you to drop any sort of actions that you could be taking in the relationship that's causing any conflict, like unneeded conflict, especially when it comes to like competition and control. I feel like you're really fighting and resisting this person. But it's very much more so for you of an inner conflict, you know, with it being in this position. And you need to give yourself a bit of a break. You need to have more faith in yourself. You don't have to feel like you need to fight. You don't need to fight with others, because really, what are you fighting for? Like, for me, it just feels like your fight is a very empty fight. That it's like you're resisting, but it's like it's not. What do you get out of this? You need to think about, okay, all this resistance that you're putting up to this person, what do you get out of it in the end? Like, do you get a happy ever after? Do you get the relationship or friendship that you initially wanted or set out to get with this person? Are you happy ultimately? You know, that's what I think the Five of Wands is asking you here, to kind of put down your clubs. Because we've got you here for what you want as the Nine of Wands. So you're again resisting. You want to be on your own. You've got so many reasons for why it's good to be on your own, like it's working for you. You've also been hurt a lot as well. It's almost like self-preservation. You're very much protecting yourself. There's a lot of self-preservation here. But I feel like it's futile. Like there's no need for it really. Okay, so then we've got the Devil card for how your partner, what your partner wants, and the Seven of Cups. This to me basically says this person probably wants to have some wild kind of passionate sex with you, in all honesty. you know, reckless abandon, anything goes. Almost. This person may want to kind of explore sex with you. They could be really curious about you. You could really kind of spark their imagination to no end. And they really, really want to kind of bond with you. They really want to have sex. And I think for them as well, possibly with this being accompanied by the Lovers card, they do associate sex with commitment. So, you know, they feel that that's going to kind of start the relationship, you know, and it's going to get the ball rolling as well here. But wow, you've got their imagination. Like, most definitely there's something that you've done, most definitely, that's like, it's just completely caught this person, and that they, you know, you have their full focus right now. They're really focused on you currently. Although it is more to do with sex, and ultimately sex is a natural part of any relationship, so you can't really say that it's this terrible bad thing that someone wants to have sex with you. I mean, you know, it's actually kind of a compliment in a way. Is that bad to say? If it's just sex that they want, then yeah, I can see that could be offensive, but ultimately, you know, it's not a bad thing. And you know, this person does feel that way about you. And it looks like you know, you don't want that. It could be that you want something a lot more kind of mental. You know, you'd rather have a meeting of minds rather than a meeting of bodies. And that's absolutely normal. I think Spirit is saying, yeah, you know, it's cool. Like, that's fine. All of your cards are in the upright except for this card. So I think Spirit is saying, yeah, that's fine. You can, you do have something to protect, your heart and everything like that. But just remember what you're fighting for. Just remember what you're fighting for. If you're being defensive because you want real love, then don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, because this person could be offering you something that is genuine with the Ace of Cups here and the Lovers card. So in the near future, we've got the Five of Coins in its upright, clarified by the Knight of Wands in its upright as well, for how your partner will be feeling in the near future. So your partner will feel left out in the cold. With the Five of Coins here, they will feel like they're not included, they're not counted for. They may feel like they rushed in too fast here with the Knight of Wands. Or the Knight of Wands could also mean that although they are feeling like they haven't quite got the commitment that they want from you yet, with the Knight of Wands, it's a very optimistic energy. It could be that they're going to think of a new way to kind of come to you. The Knight of Wands also talks about sex as well. So this person could have a very, again, that does further confirm, and the Lovers card as well does confirm that there is this strong sexual attraction this person has towards you, and they will be trying to come to see you if you guys have any distance between you two. With the Knight of Wands, can talk about travel, yeah, they're just going to be trying to rush in, trying to save the day, because no matter what they do, it looks like that even if they are kind of walking away humbly, quite sad about the situation, they come straight back here with the Knight of Wands. They're not gone for long. They may be gone to kind of heal, lick their wounds, have a bit of a moan, but there's no way, not with the Knight of Wands here, that they don't seem to be giving up, and they may be rushing back. Or like I said, there could be some regrets over the way that they maybe came to you so passionately. Maybe they feel like they could have taken some more time to talk to you, to like have that kind of more mental connection with you that maybe you really wanted with the Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords and the King and Queen of Swords. You want kind of more to talk and to have an understanding about things. You're both on the same page. You also want to figure out whether or not this person, this man, this woman actually meets your standards. So you've got high standards. You know, you want them to meet them, but don't be too defensive, Spirit is saying. We've then got the Four of Coins for the near future, for how you're going to feel. So you're pretty much still quite, you know, closed off to the idea of opening up. I don't feel like you want to open up. Again, it's in the upright, so maybe that is not such a bad thing for you to remain that way. You do recognize that what you have is very precious, and that is you and your whole well-being, and you're not going to just open up for anyone. So you're really going to make this person work to prove themselves to you, which is fair. I mean, this person seems to be pretty hooked on you anyway, so likelihood is they're probably going to try to keep things going. I'm going to just take these 3 cards off the bottom of the deck, and I'm going to just pull some more cards. Actually, let's go ahead and pull these for the base end of the reading. Sorry. So we've got the 8 of Cups in reverse, the 8 of Wands in its upright. Got the Justice card in reverse and the Emperor card. So it looks like you will finally realize that there are some fears that are just getting in your way and that are stopping you from actually progressing and enjoying your life, and are actually keeping you quite hemmed in. So sorry, I also wanted to mention the other card here in terms of what they want could actually be they just want Capricorn, they just want you. Sorry, just realized that. Sorry. But yeah, it looks like you finally do kind of realize with the 8 of Swords in reverse that, and then followed by the 8 of Wands and it's upright, that you're wasting time overthinking this, and that you're really thinking about the worst, or you're thinking about things that really don't apply, or there's definitely some sort of fault in your logic, and you're realizing that, and you then start to become a lot more positive and just kind of, I think as well, in a sense, take a leap of faith or make contact with this person. Again, let's talk about travel. So there could be some travel involved here. You could be traveling to see them. They could be traveling to see you, but there will be communication in the near future. There will still be and the conversation will be a lot more positive as well, and upbeat, and focus on a positive outcome. Justice in reverse is slightly concerning. It does talk about breakups and kind of lack of commitment sometimes, or unfairness and imbalance, there not being truth and not being a fair outcome. So you may feel that things are unbalanced. You may feel yourself that things are unbalanced. You can also talk about you listening to your own inner truth, and it could be that you're not doing that. You may feel very much out of sorts, basically, with the Justice card here. You could feel that it doesn't really feel like you. You could feel uncomfortable and really feel out of your comfort zone. This also is very much connected to Saturn, and Saturn is also exalted in Libra, which also rules just the Justice card. So sorry, I'm probably talking nonsense to you guys, but yeah, this is a Libra card. However, with this deep purple and also the energies of the card, it's very much related to Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn as well, so there could be a Libra involved here in the situation. Most definitely a Libra here, yeah, and or has someone with a strong Libra energy about them. But it could be like, Saturn is about rules. Justice card is about rules as well, the law, regulation. So, that could also refer to like your inner laws, your inner guiding rules that you have, standards that you have. So it could be that you're kind of, that's not quite, you feel a bit out of sorts because maybe not doing what you normally do. You're opening up a little bit and you could feel a bit imbalanced. But we do have the Emperor card as the final card for the outcome, which does talk about stability, taking a stand as well, and making commitments, making long-term choices. Again, this is very much related to Capricorn. So this definitely is your card as well. So it could just mean that you actually start to feel a lot more kind of grounded, and a lot more confident about the future, about the choices that you've made as time goes on. I do feel like the Justice card isn't all negative, especially with the Eight of Wands here. I think it's just saying that you just feel out of sorts, especially with it being accompanied by the Emperor card as well in its upright. Things are stable. Things will work out. You still do seem to have some sort of element of control in this situation. And yeah, you still are able to, you know, move from this kind of energy, because, you know, these are both 4 cards. But you're moving out of this kind of not wanting to share yourself, being very scared to lose something, to actually being quite confident about, you know, where you are in life, where you stand, knowing that you are quite unshakable anyway. And that nothing, you know, any little sort of change that comes in, or anything that you might lose in terms of time or investment in the relationship, is not going to change your you know, the space where you stand, you know. So your confidence won't be lost. In fact, you may gain more confidence as you take more of a approach of opening up to this person, even if it is just through conversation. You will find there is a true meeting of minds, and you are able to kind of really create a bond, I think, with this person just through communication. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards. Sorry it took so long. Yeah, this reading was a little bit more than I expected. So I'm going to pull some cards for the spiritual aspect of your relationship in the Mirror Love Oracle deck for Capricorn, January 2019. Okay, so we've got air sign at the base of the deck. So yeah, it's definitely a Libra, Gemini or Aquarius that you're seeing. So we have got long distance. So there's definitely a distance between you. So Spirit, this could be relating to the actual distance, like you could be living in different parts of the country, sorry. Or living different towns, or just there's some sort of space between you two, different countries even. Or it could just be there's an emotional disconnect between you two, as we do have that C. You know, there's like an emotional kind of space maybe between you two, or there's an emotional disconnect between you two at the moment. We've then got the True Gem card for your obstacle. So the obstacle maybe for you is that you found someone that is actually maybe got a lot of potential, but you may still have a lot of questions for them. We then got the Young Female, so what holds you together. This is a very sexy card. So yeah, what holds you together is this person's got a really, really strong crush on you. And that's what's going to basically keep this going, because maybe if it was you, you'd be like, you know what, whatever, forget it, moving on, I've got work to do. I'm a Capricorn. And if this person's like real kind of attraction to you and magnetism to you, even if it isn't in more of a sexual way, that maybe actually keeping this relationship kind of stuck together. So then we've got the open relationship card for you. So this is what you're learning about, maybe opening up to relationships, possibly, or an open relationship. So that just changes the reading, doesn't it, really? It could be that this person with the Lovers card here, you know, is with the Lovers card in reverse, isn't wanting to make a commitment, but does want to have sex with you, you know. And you could be thinking about that. I mean, most people, and I personally wouldn't recommend it, I don't think. But some people it really works for, you know. Some people it's just like a perfect arrangement. So, you know, it could be that you're like, you know, this is more, I mean, these two will be this, the energy that's created between these two as a couple is almost like maybe more of a business relationship, or maybe a friends with benefit situation, because it's just all mental. If the emotions aren't there, you might talk really well, the communication's great, you're great friends, you laugh at the same jokes, like everything's cool, but there's no romance, there's no feeling in the relationship. It's all very business like arrangement, like a contractual kind of thing. And for some reason, like, you may feel like this contract isn't fair, and you may talk about that. You may gain control over that in the near future as well. But this person definitely feels really sexually attracted to you, and if there is this friends with benefits thing going on, they seem to want a little bit more, and they're starting to get feelings for you, and they're starting to see that there could be more, but they don't really know what else more is, but they see that there could be more with the Seven of Cups there. But they may not be feeling that commitment from you, that you're still unsure because you don't want to lose maybe the friendship that you have already, or you maybe just don't trust this person because you've seen, or they've told you certain things about them. You're like, no way, I'd never date you. Now I know that you did that to that girl or that guy or whatever, you know. So it could be something like that. But you are learning about open relationships, and yeah, but we see here as well that these two have their hands together, even if they're still looking. So you could be looking to kind of see, maybe I could make this official with this person, but you're still not quite sure yet. Okay, then we've got twin flames. So your partner is like so attracted to you. This is their card. They're just like, I'm in love with this person. I'm attracted. I can't seem to get this person out of my head. This person's under my skin. You know, they're learning major lessons. They're changing as a person through this relationship. So that's the kind of journey that they're on whilst being with you at the moment, where so much is changing for them in terms of maybe how they see relationships, what they want in relationships, what their plans and goals are for 2019 now. It's like you have probably awakened something in them that's actually kind of brought them almost to life, to the point where they may have more focus now in terms of what they want to do, what they don't want to do in life, and you just kind of maybe brought things into perspective for them. Okay, so you see them as spiritual growth, and they see you as the blonde females. They see you, maybe there's an age difference here as well. They may see you as very innocent, very optimistic kind of person, and they ultimately they see you as very you know, fiery. But again, this fire energy just to me corresponds with that same sex element. I feel they just see you as very sexy, a very sexy female. But I just think you're very hot, you know, if you're a woman watching this. If you're a man watching this, then your partner again may just find you to be very, very attractive, very sexy, but also very casual, very down to earth, just not really trying to be sexy, but fun and light-hearted. So there's another light-hearted energy, and these two got the fair male, but then you've also got the blonde female. Again, it's like this soulmate energy here again. I think these two are like these two cards go together in this deck, but again, they're both talking about being light-hearted and everything being surface level, you know. We then have the Destiny card underneath it, accompanied by the dating card. So this relationship was destined, as I've said. You have come into each other's lives at the right time for the right reasons. Whether or not it will last forever is a whole different reading. But this is saying that yes, there is something special here, and I think you do recognize that there is something special here. But you know that it is destiny. It does kind of feel right because there is kind of a meeting of minds, but at the moment it's very surface level because you're not quite ready to open up. It looks like you won't be ready to open up even till possibly the end of January. Possibly end of January, you may start to feel a bit more secure in yourself. And I think you're still going to keep kind of communications open. Again, with the Justice card here, you may not make a decision. You know, this really could be what it's saying, is that you don't make a decision and you're still very much keeping control of the situation with the Emperor card here. But with the Eight of Wands, though, you're still talking to this person. You're still being optimistic about the possibilities, but there's still a lot of talking, you know, but no actual commitment made But with the Emperor card here, you know, you could really start to think about commitment soon. And you might start to realize that maybe it's not fair to be with this person and not be committed when, you know, maybe it is the right thing to do, maybe because you do like him, they do like you. Unless you see some sort of imbalance. It could be that work, maybe you've got a lot of work to do as well. You could have your own business or have a very kind of demanding job, or you could be, you know, quite ambitious about a particular thing that's taking up a lot of your time. And the balance may need to be brought in there as well. So you actually have more time for a relationship, for a partner as well. Because maybe a friends with benefit situation really worked for you, you know, because you had things to do, you know, and you didn't want to maybe commit to somebody. But it looks like things may have developed with this person. But you are keeping your distance emotionally, although your partner's starting to open up. So what are you going to do, Capricorn? We've got milk and honey that's popped out. That's another 6 cards. That's 3 6 cards you've got. It talks about love. We've got come to the edge, which talks about taking a risk, trying something new, having faith. That's a 36 card. Not that it equals to 9, but still. Another 6 that's popped up. And just one more card. Capricorn. Okay, then we've got peace. Base of the deck, we've got unfinished symphony. So yeah, I think you are taking your time with the unfinished symphony there. You know that this isn't the end. You're not really in any huge rush, I don't think, to rush into this relationship. But there is something special here with the milk and honey card. There's rainbows, and I think that's an elephant bathing in milk and honey, you know, having a whale of a time. But ultimately it talks about happiness and, you know, just having fun, being happy, having all the blessings of life, you know, the milk and honey of life. You know, all the extras, all the frills. Like, I think Capricorns most definitely, but we're so good at just like cutting off all the frills and just doing what we need to do. And sometimes that can result in us not having fun, not enjoying ourselves, or not allowing the frills, because we may see the frills as unnecessary. We can often very much have the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords energy, where we're just cutthroat and like business minded, you know, which can really serve us, but at the same time we don't enjoy sometimes we can miss out on the richness of that emotional connection, of really being able to trust someone, of really connecting with someone and really allowing them to understand you. Taking that risk sometimes of opening up can really serve to feed our soul, I guess, or our emotional side, you know, our hearts. You know, our heart chakra gets to be activated. I think maybe with Capricorns mainly being related to the root chakra, which is about survival and base instincts kind of thing. Sometimes we have to kind of get out of that instinct energy of instinctively being protective, fight flight responses and those kind of things. We need to maybe soften up a little bit and just enjoy life. When they become like that little elephant, you know, just be cute and have fun, you know, and enjoy life, basically. Come to the edge means, yes, take a risk. There is something waiting for you. There is a new path to be taken. We do see her throwing away petals or little love hearts. So yeah, this is about taking that risk in love, I think. Then we've got peace. Yes, and that's what this is about. You need peace. You need to let things go a little bit, and stop fighting so much with yourself. If you like this person, okay, and you know, they make you happy. They haven't given you any real reason to not give them at least an opportunity to have more conversations about possibility of you guys being together, then yeah, you know, have that talk at least, I think, rather than completely throwing away the baby with the bathwater, because there might be something here. In actual fact, I know there's something here, because we've got like soulmate energy throughout the reading. We've even had the twin flame. So I don't know why I can't speak today, but I can't. But we've also had the twin flame card come out as well. So, and also a lot of other kind of pairings and stuff. So something is happening here for you, Capricorn. There's definitely a soulmate connection here. You may not trust them, but I think Spirit is saying to you, if you want this to move forward, you will have to kind of open up, and that basically starts with trusting yourself. So I hope that helps. I really do. That was kind of all over the place reading, but yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. If you want to contact me directly, my details are below. I'm more than happy to carry out a reading for you. And yeah, otherwise a really great January, and yeah, I'll speak to you next time. Take care. Bye.